Alright. Where was I in this? Was there a puzzle I left unfinished? I don't remember. I think I entered a new world and then decided that that's a bad idea. Yeah. What's the other one? Right, I couldn't figure out these two. Let's see if I can do now. If I can now. Hmm. Has does not work here, right? It needs an end. Yeah. Yeah. What's up here? What I expect. That's good. I can't really take anything down here. I mean, the only things I can really do... What do I do? Actually, how does this behave? Um, that's an awesome save state. Okay, what I wanted to see is if I can shoot myself. But of course that doesn't work. Makes sense. The problem is kind of that I don't see what you can even do. You can do something is sync. There aren't that many combinations and I don't know what they do for me. Because I can't take anything down here. Or out of here. I can of course do like something like this. Which... But it needs to have kid if I trigger it. Wait, I can just shoot it. Never mind. So like that works, but is useless. Because I can't move the box. don't see what I can do here. What could I possibly do here? There's so little stuff. There's so few things here. That doesn't seem to change the behavior. By the way, it always faces right. Makes sense. Probably because the box faces right. I just really don't see anything you can possibly do here. Wait. I can get a second kid. I keep forgetting about bullets. Bullets are a thing in this game. I can use them to sink something, or sink them in something. Okay, well, that probably shouldn't have gotten me stuck, but that just solves it, right? If I can figure out how to make this work, I just need to do like kid has box and then shoot the kid over there. Well, I say that, but I also also need a way to get back up here. Okay, not quite. Not quite there yet. Wait, no, I just don't do box. Being silly. Don't align these two. That would be bad. That is already bad. I doing? Is that fine? Whatever. No, don't do that. You go over there. Wait, why am I... what am I doing? Okay, hold on. Please, just... This is such a mess. Okay. There you go. Wait, no. Damn it. Of course that wins. Okay. Damn it. Wait. Okay. I need the leftover one to go back up. Oi. Please don't do that. Will you please? Will you please shoot yourself? Thank you. Can I make that? I can. There you go. Okay. That did not need me to get there. How do you language, dude? That's what did not need to get me stuck. Right, this one. So the interesting thing here was the thing that looked promising to me was kid water has bullet. The problem is I don't know. I have so many kid words. The problem is really just that I have no way to get over there. I can't shoot across. Everything's solid. And water sink obviously doesn't. Water sink of course doesn't just sink. I need something that touches water, and that's where I'm kind of stuck. I am assuming both water are facing upwards. So if I destroyed them while water has bullet is going on, or as a rule, then well, flag and wind would go one up. And that would be good. However, like, how am I supposed to get over there? Yeah, 77. I'm okay, so now I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected. Can you please jump up there? Dude. Thank you. I Bird and head just stop and defeat. I don't actually know what the defeat is meant to do here. Because the stop prevents me from doing anything, right? I also can't get the bird out of here, but I do have an additional bird, which doesn't really seem useful, because bird has kid. Because I can't make bird a sink. If I could make bird a sink... Can I get bird out of there somehow? It's just not that's just not possible, right? I... There has to be something that I can do here. There has to be. And the way it is built really strongly suggests to me that I want to do water as sink and then somehow destroy these while water has bullet, or do water has bullet and then destroy the water somehow. But I just don't see that. I just don't see that being possible. I also don't know whether or not water is even facing the correct way, because water has no visual indicator for what direction it's facing that I can discern at this moment. Maybe the sprite is rotated 90 degrees, I wouldn't know. Oh. I also have to keep in mind that I can do two things like this. Hooray. I mean, bird is bird and water is water, so I just can't do anything about that. But hedge is not hedge necessarily, and spike is not spike necessarily, but I can't access those words. What am I missing here? It's probably some combination. Like, this would be interesting. If I can also do kid as sink at the same time. But I'm missing one kid for that. Because the sink is here in the corner and I can do like... this. But I can't move this construct over the is. Oh, you know. Huh. That makes some amount of sense. Can I do something with that? Wait, I can do like water has kid now? And then have a bunch of kids. Maybe. I don't actually know where this is going though. I also need to get the is out of there. Ow! That was loud. Whoops. Let me not do that again, I guess. Can't turn on the sound effects. Didn't like that. It's just... turn that down real quick. Right. That is really loud. Just don't see if that's useful though. Gonna put it back to normal. Just go back to here. If I do water sink now, the problem is I only have one water. And this is built in a way where... Right. Oh. That destroyed the block though. I have to do that again. Man, I don't want that to be the solution because that's really annoying. That's a really annoying sound. That should maybe not be a thing. Should only play like one sound effect per frame. No, that doesn't work because then bullet is no longer shoot, so that doesn't do anything. How does kid has kid is should behave? How I expected. This is not the intended solution. No. What happens there? Why can't I move here anymore? Like, once that happens, I just can't move. This is so bad. Okay, it behaves really strangely. This is probably possible, but not intended. Absolutely not intended. The game crashed. Okay. The game just straight up crashed. Okay. So that's not what you do. And of course all my saves are gone. Eh. I should maybe check if there's an update to this game actually. Maybe some of the things I found are already patched. But if that's not intended, which I mean it absolutely isn't, is there something else I can do? Kid has kid, kid has water. Water sink allows me to destroy this block and get bird out of here, which is interesting, but I'm not sure if that's useful at all. Because unless I do kid as shoot and have kid has kid, so that I don't, you know, die. that just isn't going to be useful, because anything I can make shoot would just be... Well, it would remove bullet as shoot, which means I can't undo that. Like I still feel like I want water has bullet. It just feels right. The problem is that like the ideal thing, I think, the ideal setup would be this, I think. Except I now need to touch... I mean, I actually know that's nonsense. This is nonsense. Because with this setup, I would have to be over there myself. And if I was over there myself while bullet is shoot, that removes the whole point. But actually, if I do my other setup and put Birdis here, if I do the thing of destroying, wait, that should work, right? I just need to do right. Just need to do this. And then also do the... Also do this. Ah, no, but I did that by doing... I destroyed that by doing water is sink. I think. Yeah, nah, that's not it either. Because if I do water is, if I do water is sink, well, I can't put water up there anymore because it's stuck in here. Does this work anyway? Hold on. So does this work anyway? Because Kid has Kid, so whatever happens to Kid, water is sink, and the Kid has the bird, so the bird is shot still. This should actually work. Yeah, this just works. Okay. Okay, I see. Alright. Managed to solve that in the end. Did I actually beat this? I did not, right? No. Okay, what do I want to do? Something has... What even are the rules that I have? Portal is warp. Can't really do anything with that this time. Hedge is stop. Kid is U, key is bonus, bullet is shoot, flag is win, portal has flag. So if I do portal is sink, does that just win? Right, no, because I tried that already. And Kid also dies. But that doesn't actually matter because I can do that. Okay, and since I have key now as well, I can probably get the bonus. Do I not just do portal as portal has key? Right. It's lagging a little bit. This game has a tendency to just lag. Oh yeah, also I keep forgetting that I have bullets that can sink things. Just don't jump into a wall. Warp. There you go. Alright, now I can go to the new world. Right, this level. With the just complete nonsense. Like, what is this? It just makes no sense. Okay. Don't know why I can push stuff like way further away than the conveyors are, but that's a thing, I guess. I really just need to go get past the grass. Grass is the feed though. KK has a strange hitbox. It's not a 32 by 32 square, so the facing direction matters a lot with this one. Okay. Ooh. Also something killed the music again. Hooray! I don't know what's up with that. But I guess I just don't have music. Actually, let me just check if I have the latest version of this game before I keep complaining about it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted looking at new pen games. Uh, nip, dip, 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 dip. Does it say updated 1 day ago? Okay. Well, I guess I don't have the latest version. It doesn't actually. Did this game come with a README? No, there's like zero information. Oh, it's still downloading. just do that quickly. There are no version numbers in this. Kind of bothers me, but whatever. Oh, they added the music credits. That's nice. A readme with a changelog would also be nice. Or, you know, a version number. But okay. But no, I actually do really appreciate music credits being there. That's always nice. Makes it much easier to find stuff. Any moment now. Of course, Windows decided that the folder should be music and tries to load a bunch of metadata it can't find. Or something. I don't know what it's doing. But it takes annoyingly long until I can use the File Explorer again. Whenever it happens. Such great software. Please stop optimizing folders for music. It's mildly annoying. And of course it did it with the other folder as well. I love Windows. Any moment now. And I can use the File Explorer again. Maybe. Okay, I can use the File Explorer again. Thank you, Windows. Okay, the music credits don't actually tell you where things are. They just give you the name and like the game it's from. Not even a link. Oh well. Still makes it a little bit easier to find. Anyway, the game. I can... The game. Was there anything in the options that changed? No. Okay. Oh, the music hasn't stopped yet. Hey, the music is working. Ain't that something? Well, glad I updated. That was worth it. Actually, I wonder if the other level I was just in. Now I'm just curious. I go back to a puzzle in a moment, but I just want to see if the puzzle I did, has that changed? No. So you can still do my silly kid is shoot thing, but that's definitely not worth it. I'm sure it's possible. I'm pretty convinced it's possible, but that's absolutely not worth it. Alright. Bullet is shoot, hedge is stop, kid is you, flag is win. Okay, how does this behave? That is so weird. No. Okay, that's not actually useful. Wait, I just do this? Actually, why does this not work though? No, it does work. I missed. Okay, I don't know what I expected. Of course that would happen. Okay, tutorial level, I guess. Rock is push. I mean, sure. Oh, terrifying. Tractor. I am worried about that belt behind the flag. Flag is win. Is in a place where I can shoot it, interestingly enough. Wait, what? Oh no, okay. I thought I could just do rock as flag, but I can't actually push anything here. Makes sense. I'll be right back. Alright. I can of course do rock is shift, kit is shift. Which does let me it seems to move by an entire block every single time, which is interesting. How do I set this up? Will I be fast enough? Because Belter's shift is like pretty fast, right? Yeah, that's really fast. Yeah, that's not making it. I can't really put that higher up. Because I can, of course, do... that. But that's useless if rock isn't solid or stop or something. And I guess the next question is... is that a possible jump? Eh. Right. What am I doing? Okay, so that is possible, but without the second one I probably can't do anything with that. Yeah. Okay, so that doesn't work. That was a lot of save states I made. I mean, the kit is shift seems like the obvious start. Lets you move the rock around. And everything is great. Okay, I don't think I can get it any further. So now I can do... Yeah. Oh, actually, this is going to push it 3 blocks further than I intended. Might be okay or might be a problem, I'm not sure yet. Oh no, it's going to be... Ah. Okay. That is a problem. And that should fix it. I keep forgetting about that though. Wait, when did I... There you go. That should be good though. Or at least do what I actually intended it to do. Yeah. Screw you. Hold on. I guess that's why that's there. That's fixable. Just do that. Ah, actually potentially interesting. If what I'm going to try doesn't work, and there's a good chance that it doesn't, that might be worth investigating. Okay. Any second now. There you go. just works. I feel like you can make a setup where you use kit as push, where you put both or two belts on top of each other, and then use that to break a word combination. I don't actually... I can't immediately think of what I would want to break though. So maybe that isn't that. Oh, whatever, my solution worked. Construction. Win hedge hedge. Flag is hedge. Hedge. Flag is flag. Oh. The only thing I can interact with is this, so... What? Belt is defeat. Okay, well. That's good to know. Okay, so I think what I want to do is... Right. They don't overlap like that. Oh, and I can also touch them now. Didn't need to avoid them. Wait, how do I then? What I was going to do is put two on top of each other and see if they move the text down all the way. They should. Because if that works, then I can... well, place them in a way where I shoot here and then just go down here before they reach that. Which I'm sure is possible. But if I can't overlap them, then that kind of breaks my plan. Actually though... travel time is not going to be quick enough here. I was thinking they also redirect bullets, I'm pretty sure. So you can do like that, but now I need the bullet to just take a while before it reaches that. Actually, what am I doing? The obvious fix for that is, of course, to just do this. Wait, no. How far right can I push this? I guess the closest I can is 2 blocks away, unfortunately. Like 2 blocks away from the edge here, to have something that's facing right. At least with this method. Now this does work, but it doesn't use one of them. Which means I can probably do better if I just use that one as well. Ideally I would like to have it here, but facing the opposite direction, because then I can shoot from here. Which might still not be fast enough, but... Well, this seems like a problem of where do I place the conveyors so that the travel time is the longest. Right, and also they are defeat normally. But this works, right? Yeah, but it doesn't save that much time. That does not save enough time. Hello, Panka. Thanks for the raid. Hmm. Hmm. I do feel like this is mainly just... Wait, what? Ah, that works. Just an issue of how do I place them the right way. But there might be some trick to placing them better that I'm not seeing. Perfect. How much away? How far away am I? Very. Like, not even close. The problem is kind of that these are really inconvenient to orient. Because for this one I can't face right anymore. So this one's already bad. Like this one doesn't face right either. So the closest one that can face right is here. Which is just bad. Like that's really far away from the wall. And I don't like that. I can't put anything facing downwards here. Right. Okay, that behaves like I expected to. It's either push or shift. And I don't think I can do anything about that. So I don't think that I can overlap them. Or make them overlap. I don't think that's a thing I can do. Is there anything else I can access? Flag is flag. feel like I'm just missing the obvious. This just doesn't work. And it's also wasting one conveyor. I can do that. And lag the game. That behavior might be useful. If I set that up to be horizontal, by which I mean vertical, right. Okay, so if they're directly facing each other, that it just doesn't work. That's good to know. You know it's the intended solution when the game lags. Just has to be. Okay, we can now set that up in a way where I get to delay that a bit more. might be useful. The right height. Yeah. I'm still not using this one conveyor. So that probably isn't going to work either. Well, let's see. I'm not sure why the game's lagging right now. There's nothing going on. Now there's stuff going on. Yep. This is definitely going to work. I mean, it's the closest I've gotten. It's the closest I've gotten, and I could actually optimize this a little bit further by putting this contraption 2 tiles higher up. Right? Yeah. It's doable. It's like so close. But 2 blocks isn't going to save it. Though I'm again not using one of the conveyors. So surely there has to be a better layout. Has to be a better layout. I guess. Just to make sure. I actually can't put it there. I actually can't put it here. Stupid idea. Doesn't work. Stupid idea does not work. Because in my setup, the conveyors are push at the end, which means putting a conveyor here to redirect a vertical, horizontal one just doesn't work. It doesn't need to be much better, it just needs to be a little bit better. But I don't know how to make it a little bit better. Hmm. Hmm. How do I make better use of my conveyors? I have convinced myself that I can't put any here, because they're just not facing the right direction. Is there some way to make it face the right direction? I don't think the answer is yes. I think I just can't put anything here. Can I somehow make something that like pushes text around? seems like such a simple setup, but I don't see what it wants from me. I might have to come back later. I might just have to come back later. I don't see. I just don't see. Yeah, just come back later. I hope that level is not important for progression. Okay, KKSU. Cool, I have a weird hitbox. Bullet is shoot, belt is shift. Belt is belt and stop and float. Text and hedge is float, bullet is bullet, flag is win. Okay, so what happens? I guess this shows me that I can move things, which is still weird to me, but okay. What is fruit? Defeat, I guess. Add on there. So I assume I can't just go here because belt is stop. But then why did I take the shift? Yeah, okay. Wait, I just do this? Well. This makes perfect sense. I'm already far enough. What am I doing? Wait. What am I doing? Hold on. Belt is not push. If belt was push, then I wouldn't have any of these problems. What am I thinking? Let me restart this. I mean, this clearly tutorializes that you can push things by interacting um, with a belt or shift object. Which is great and all, however, what am I supposed to do with that? Okay, so the problem is belt and stop and float. Because bullet is not float. Bullet is not float. Wait. Bullet is not float, so that's actually the thing that is preventing me from moving the conveyors. Kick is also not. Wait, no. What the? I don't understand this behavior yet. Why can bullet like this move text? Because bullet on its own does not move text because it's float. But if there is something else that is pushing it, what the, that behavior makes like no sense though. Wait, what? Wait, that actually makes no sense though, right? Does that not just mean that this no. No, because the other one is not push. Right, because that only works because... Okay, that only works because text is implicitly push. And there's of course also the option that's been available that Kick is. Well, actually I was gonna say Kick is Shift because that's the first thought I had, and I kinda dismissed that because I don't see how that's useful, but maybe I should play around with it. But actually I can also do Kick is Shoot. Is that useful? I hadn't really thought about that yet. I mean, you and Shoot together usually don't create manageable situations. Potentially possible, but not manageable. Can I somehow do Bullet as Kicker? I don't think so, because I lose this Shoot. And I don't think I can set up Bullet as Shift and keep that alive either. Well, I say that, but I lied because I can just do this. There you go, it's that easy. Ah, but Bullet is Bullet, obviously. That's why that's there. Belt is Belt is the thing that I built up there. What combination have I not tried? There has to be something that we just haven't tried yet. What interaction? Okay, first things first. I can't do anything about building this sentence. That seems to be a true statement. Because shooting it just builds it, and like the ledge here clearly makes it impossible. It's clearly meant to make it impossible. And seems to be doing a good job at that. So I don't think I can break this sentence. The way it's blocked in there, can't interact with that. So belt is belt and stop and float is just effect of life. Yeah, that's just effect of life. So belt is stop. Can't do anything about that. belt is shift. I need to get the belts out of the way. Man, I can't think of any interaction that moves stop and float. What is also noteworthy is that hedge has the same properties. Hedge is hedge. That's actually not true. Hedge is not hedge, but I can't access hedge, so hedge can't be anything else. So hedge might as well be hedge. So hedge is hedge, hedge is stop, and hedge is float. And the same properties go for belt. The only difference is that I have belt accessible here and can do something with it. So assuming I can't just break through the wall here and move hedge somehow, it has to have to do with this belt. Now that assumption might be wrong, and I have no way of verifying that, but it seems like it's a reasonable assumption based on, well, I don't know, based on how you would design puzzles. I don't think that's just a red herring. But that begs the question of what can this build would do here? And I think the answer is that I'm stupid. Duh. Cool, I really just had to really slowly go through all of that logic just to figure out that belt can be shoot. I am... Yep. Cool. Glad we had that conversation. Now I just need to set that up. Shouldn't be difficult. Well, that did not need to get me stuck that long. But oh well. Now how do I? Important to note is that bullet belt is shoot is going to destroy. Flag is win. And also this is a bit tedious. There you go. Now the problem here is that I need to somehow get this to work. And like, I can technically get this to work. Right, I'm stupid. This behavior. Wait. There you go. Okay. That's the behavior I want. That's why that was tutorialized. Great, that again should not have gotten me stuck for that long. Wow, okay. Do I want to try the other one? Not really. Can I win already? Key is bonus, okay. Can I win already? What's the win condition? Bullet is shoot, kit is you. Key is bonus. I just straight up. No, wait, up there. Flag is win. Okay. I was about to say I just straight up don't have the win word. But that's not true. Surely this is doable. Do I not just do build as shift? I actually don't know how that interacts with the gravity. With the gravity I get from, I don't know. Something being you. Ah, damn it. Okay. I don't like what I'm doing here. It's slightly better. It's just barely not enough. I need one more block. And I guess I have that, but I have two even. There you go. Alright, I assume... I can't do the bonus condition yet without beating that other level, which is a bit unfortunate because other than that I have beaten all of the bonus conditions. What is grass? Grass is nothing. So I could just do door is grass, and then grass is shift. I guess the first thing I should do is grass is build, just to see what direction the grass is facing. No. Door is grass, and then grass is built. they're all facing upwards. I mean, I'm assuming that this is too high and Builder's Shift does not work. But I should try. I hate this. I thought I fell down, panicked, jumped up because I I realized that there's a warp down there and I should do it on the left side. So I thought I fell down already and yeah, great, awesome, love this. Such a great feature. Really wish it would just let you portal-less warp. Let you destroy portal-less warp more often. Because there's like no reason to not allow that. It's just makes this slightly more annoying. It just, like, I don't know. Allows something to shoot here. Or shoot through this. Whatever. Actually, first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks up until the warp. Up until the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shift is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, okay. I think this is 1. This might just work, actually. This might just work. Which is weird. It's probably going to be 1 short, if I had to guess. But it's going to be close. What am I doing? Just reset. What am I doing? Bad. Also bad. This is not the most efficient way. Now I need to build this shift. Don't go right. Okay, that just works. Cool. Okay. Well, I guess I didn't need all the words then. Maybe that level just doesn't give me anything. It didn't even give me text. What? Huh? Whatever. I should be able to win this and bonus this. Slightly annoying that I can't actually tell, but I have to remember that I haven't solved a puzzle here now. I really wish there was like a better way to track your progress. Whatever. I'll try to remember that. Okay, what am I doing? The bonus in the top left corner there is terrifying. How am I supposed to get that out? Okay, well, step 1. Get rid of warp, portless warp. Above? Wait, what the hell is above? That's a... That's a noun. It's not a verb. Did that make sense, what I just say? That's not the separation that's being used here. Whatever. It's a word that can be something in the context of the game. And I don't actually know what this could possibly refer to, so I want to say whatever that is no kid. Wait, no, this is... The color doesn't matter. This is probably a modifier like and, even though it's not white. That at least would make some amount of sense. Yeah, okay. It's a modifier. That was consistent in Baba, right? Like Baba had a better tell for that sort of thing. Whatever. Maybe not, I don't actually remember. Okay, so I guess I just haven't seen the Bob yet. Maybe I should just win first. He says doing Killer's Warp. Yeah, Killer's Warp. Which for some reason just doesn't work. I don't get it. Like, why is Killer's Warp Killer's You not Warp You? That makes no sense. Like, implementation wise, maybe something has to touch. Like, maybe I have to touch Warp. And you technically don't touch yourself in the... as far as the game is concerned. Whatever. So wait, how do I actually win this? Also, what are the bonus ones and what are the normal ones? Is the text above the normal text? Or the other way around? I did not pay enough attention for that. Why am I struggling? Why am I struggling with this? Huh? How do I not just have everything I need? I don't see a rock, first of all. What is that about? I mean, I can do like text as... when? Wait, I can just do kid as when up here. Which, by the way, does not work the same as warp for some reason. Because... with kid as win, kid as you win. As I would expect. Oh, actually, have I done that in the game? I know that's the case in Baba, at least. I'd be surprised if it isn't here. I can't actually remember if I actually did that yet in the game. What am I doing? Come on. Right. Yeah, that works. So why? Whatever. This does allow me to move on to the next world, which I believe one of them already did. Yeah. Another world then. Wall and moon. Stop. There's moon. Bullet is shoot, kid is you, moon is win. But also stop, so yay. And this is an overworld, I just realized. Oh my god, this game is long. Is egg is push. Fall and sink. I assume fall just means gravity. Yep. Ah, I see. Was about was about to say, why is this a puzzle? But no, of course. Of course, of course. Ah, I see. What the hell is this interaction? I guess because they don't have a proper hitbox. That was probably not smart. That's better. Yeah. Watch out. Can I land on it while it's falling? Doesn't seem to be consistent. Yeah, probably not. What the hell is that wall construction up there? What am I looking at? Okay, what do I even have? Kid is U, flag is win, bullet is shoot, wall and box is stop, grass is defeat. Not much I can do about any of those. Um, might be one too high. Oh, well. Doesn't matter, I can't get up here. Does this actually work though? Not really. I'm not sure what I'm actually trying to accomplish. Where is flag? Wait. Where is flag? There's only one word. I guess I want wall is fall so that I can access the words on the right. I guess that's what the goal is. So I do want to... Huh? But how? Okay. That looks not easy. That is kind of hard to do. But I guess that's the intended solution. Not quite, because... How do I fix this? This doesn't feel like it should be difficult to fix. What's the problem here? I put box is over here because I don't really want to do this again, but because getting it on you, I need to activate it from here. Wait. I have the word wall now, which I can stand on. Right, but I also need that up here. Damn it. If I had left this one further down, then I can still access the... I could still access the fall. Yeah, I think that works. Which is a bit annoying. Alright, just had to... Oh god, that's bad. That's really bad. Okay. What do I actually want to make win? There you go. Alright. What the hell am I looking at? What is up with all these boxes, Kike? Jelly is bounce. Good start. Kid is you, wall is stop. Can't do anything about that. What is win? Kike is fall and move and win. So I need to get Kike over here. what is box? Box is defeat. And also stop. Grass is defeat. Grass is grass. What happens? Just nothing, right? He moves, he falls, he gets stuck. Okay, that's my way of getting over there. How do I... I mean, I want to set it up in a way that where I can switch grass and books. Ideally at will. Ah. Because I need to make it grass. How do I do that though? Oh. It feels clear to me what I want to set up, I just have no idea how to set it up. I just want a device where I can relatively quickly switch between grass is box and box is grass. I guess this construction sort of does it. I just have to put it... But like, where do I put this? I do kinda need to put it like here. Because now I can't go back. Oh, that's what the bounce is for. Okay, see? That's what the bouncer's for. I can't visualize what I'm trying to do. But I'm sure this is what I want to do, set up. Is this good? No. How do I... Okay, so the two states that I toggle between is this and this. And I want this to trigger Grass's box. Or box's grass. Grass is box. Like, this is terrible. This sucks. This technically works, but it sucks. This is just awful. There's no guarantee. No. There has to be a better setup for this. It has to. How do I set this up better? Box. No, grass. Ah, didn't realize. That works. It's kind of awful, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's the solution. Moon is fall. I can already win this, I think. Well, maybe from the side. There you go. More levels though. I'll be right back. Alright. What's my hoverboard? Keke is and move. Box is fall. Kid is you. Wall is stop. Okay, guess. Guess I want to do boxes U. Now boxes fall. Nope. Eh. Now I can do. box is you again. Wait, no, box is not solid. Box on its own is not solid. I was thinking box is solid and then I can move. But that's not the case. Keika is box and move doesn't work. Just gonna turn Keika into box and then maybe it moved for a frame. I do have the stop available here. This might be bad. Yeah, this is bad. But now I can't really do SU. Well, the level looks like it wants me to put fall here. Because I can't really move you away here. And certainly not into there. And then Keika would be you and would die to this. So that's useless anyway. Boxes fall, so this most likely will result in Keika as fall and you, fall and move. Which means I want something below Keika. Now box would need to be stop. Ideally I want... is Kid big enough? Or does it need to be box? Does box need to be you? Because I kind of want... I think I'm... How do I set this up? How do I set this up? I think I know what I want. Can you do chariot lines, by the way? I'm going to assume no. Wouldn't get me anything right now anyway. Because I can just do this. And then do Boxer's Kid. Now the question is... how do I move stuff one lower? The answer is... by doing that. Now the big question is that enough? Or do I need to be boxed down here? Yeah, okay, I figured. So how do I... I mean, I just do the exact same thing, but I switch the roles of box and kid. How do I... Shouldn't be. Okay. So I just do this. Down, down, down. Lose. Very good. Okay, now I just do the exact same thing. Just with a slightly wonkier hitbox. Wait, no, that's not true. You know this. Huh? Wait, where did that... Wall is the feed. Ugh. Wait. But that's not... I don't think that's a problem. I just need to... do that. you go. Yep. I need to be careful again. I forgot to set up. Yeah. Oh no. Ah. Help. How? Um. Uh. 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 Wait. I wasn't even paying attention to what I did, and I did it. Good. Oh my god! Please stop doing this. I guess I just jumped around here. There you go. That's all I wanted. That took way too much to set up. There you go. Alright. Wicked Witch. Why is there a kicker just halfway off the screen? Who knows? Water's the feet. Kickers fall. Sure. What? Huh? What am I trying to do here? I mean, clearly, like, move the flag as win. The flag won over to build flag as win. But the only way I see to do that is to shoot it, but I can't shoot it because, well, water is defeat and I can't do much about that. Huh. one idea. Which is to build bullet as fall. And then shoot from above. The thing is just that I guess nothing. The thing is nothing. Just stand here. Move Keke on there, then Keke is good. And now I have everything I need. Now I just need is move. Now I just need to deal with having 2 kids again. Which is always fun. Yep. That's exactly why. Yeah, okay, that just works. I couldn't even see the bullet, but I wouldn't have known what to do if that didn't work. Oh, are we already done? What is bonus here? Texas fall maybe? What happens with Texas fall? Bullet is shoot is going to be destroyed. Moon is wind is not going to... Moon is warp is going to happen, actually. No. No, I'm stupid. Moon is just not gonna be anything. That's not what's going to happen. I guess I just need to be on top of Moon. Wait, which... Yeah, right. Yeah, that makes sense. Shouldn't do that. Let's just finish the levels first. Excuse me. Rock and Pillar is the feed, and not fall yet, but fall soon. Is there any pillar? Oh yeah, there it is. Right there. Oh, it's also bound somewhere. Yep. Pillar is bounds. Rock is push. Pillar is pillar. Uh-huh. Flag, egg, win. Pillar is pillar. Bullet is shoot. Kid is win. Wall is stop. Kid is you. Kid is not win. That'd be nice. Okay, so if something pushes here, rock is going to turn into egg, which doesn't exist, and then into flag, which is going to do nothing, which is a problem. So I need to do rock as rock and break that. But I also just need something to just, you know, do something. Let's push first of all. Let's just do things. Pillar should be facing right. Does that matter? How do actually no? I was thinking of move, but it's not actually a thing. Wait. There's a lot going on. Wait. So I can't break the defeat this way, because that locks me out of rock. Ah, wait, doesn't matter because I don't need to break defeat. Because rock is going to be. Okay. Rock is going to be a flag. How do I trigger? Okay, maybe pillar is going to do something stupid with being bounce. Doesn't seem to be the case. Seems to behave exactly as I expected. So what am I... Can I get out of there again? Like this? If I do like... pillars bounce, but... like this. Right. Defeat. Right, defeat is a thing. Um... Should probably stop soon. Mm, uh, hmm. Pillar was a thing, right? Yeah, below the rock, pillar is pillar. And I can't break the defeat, so the defeat is that's just the thing. By the way, okay, bounce. Like this would work. Except that wouldn't work. That's not how bounce works. I was thinking like bounce would work like a Fengen bounce block and just bounce me upwards all the like that's the only thing it does. That's not how this works in this game. That's not how it works in this game. Wait. That's completely pointless then, what I was trying. Okay, I was kind of... yeah. I was kind of worried that might be the case. You can just get them stuck. I shouldn't push too many in there. It starts lagging pretty quickly. But I can now do like... okay, wait, first of all, that does not actually work. They do not. They do not go down with it. That's unfortunate. Okay, well, that at least makes some amount of sense. That does mean that you can store something within bounds. By the way, I can get the rock out of here, can't I? Ah no, rock is defeat. Not easily. I think I'm just gonna stop here and play more of this whenever. Yeah, just gonna look at the last level in here, but course. Yeah, no, I'm not even going to try to pause that. Man, this game's long, huh? I still have one more here, which immediately starts with a subworld and another subworld and another subworld. There's so many levels in this. Oh boy. And then whatever the hell is to the left here. And then there's the bonus. I haven't done the bonus here. And there's still a level I haven't solved here. Never mind that too. This is terrifying. Anyway. Game's still fun. Right, this is not... I forgot this is this says Crash. Game's still fun. Let's see how long it keeps being that. Alright, thanks for watching. Goodbye.